When we came on the air last night, it was about 90 degrees. Well, some things don't change. It is 90 and humid here today, and we've got you in position for the e.p.t. 200 at Kansas Speedway. Let's get ready and get that command to fire the engines. Susan Sorrell from e.p.t, Carolyn Harries from Moms in the Making, and also from the Bundle of Joy, and our reigning Gander Truck Series Owners Champion, Samantha Bush.
Hi, NASCAR fans. I'm Susan Sorrell, CEO of e.p.t, and joining me today are a few friends. Drivers, start your engines!
Chase Purdy on the inside and Brandon Jones on the outside. The invert of the top 15 from last night, and we're green and racing at Kansas. Christian Eckes didn't wait at all to make it 3 wide. And to the front, Eckes in the 18. His teammate Brandon Jones in the 51, and that's Todd Gilliland in that blue and yellow 38. 1, 2, 3.
That blue and yellow 38 with Gilliland was really fast last night, Vince. They lost their handle along the way, but he had a lot of pace. He could be a real factor today.
Any thoughts that any of these guys had about possibly taking it a little bit easy? They threw that out the window as soon as the flag dropped. It has been a 3 wide all the way around first lap. A lot of aggression early on here.
A few drivers had to go to backup trucks. We mentioned that earlier. Sheldon Creed in the 2, Jordan Anderson, Spencer Davis, Stuart Friesen in the 45. Majeski went to the back with a transmission change, and he's got a problem already.
Contact there, Vince. He's caved in that left front.
Final lap of stage 1.
I love the coverage last night. The in-car camera in Brett Moffitt's truck showing him one-handing it around the racetrack. Amazing that a race car driver can do that.
Moffitt was the stage 1 winner last night. He's not going to catch Zane Smith on this lap, however, and Zane Smith's going to win his second stage of the 2020 season. Remember, the top 10 of the championship contenders get stage points. There's the 4 of Lassard. He's going to grab a couple, and Derek Kraus gets that last stage point with the 10th place finish here in stage 1.
Yeah, just a yo-yo of a day for the 16 Austin Hill, yesterday's winner. He started off way too loose. Then he actually told the team that the adjustment they made, it worked. It was good. It wasn't as loose, but you could see that loose condition coming back. They took those 2 tires at the end of the last stage. We can kind of see the effects of that. He's dropping back just a little more, but that was a strategy call for the last stage.
Yeah, this is the final lap here in stage 2, and remember, as noted, Austin Hill did take those 2 tires, and Zane Smith wins stage 2. First stage sweep ever for Zane Smith. Maybe.
Saw this out of Brett Moffitt last night as well, battling back and forth. It was for the second position last night, but you can get going with these trucks to where one guy goes to the inside one time, the next to the outside the following lap, and you really can do a lot of side drafting and have a lot of fun.
And for third, there's Pastrana around, bringing out the caution.
No damage. He can continue. You can hear him gunning it there.
Now this is a little more what Pastrana's used to as he drives through the grass there. That's the kind of vehicle, you know, he gets in those rallycross cars.
I am really, really sorry, guys. Really, really sorry.
That's his teammate, Natalie Decker.
Just going to get loose down on the bottom, I'm afraid. Yeah, wiggles there, and around he goes.
Wow, Spencer Davis nearly caught the spinning Pastrana square. Narrow miss for Davis. That's Davis right behind Pastrana.
Vince, when you hear that engine rev up, Regan, you'll attest, right? That's scary.
Not a good feeling as a driver, because you know the next thing coming is the traction braking.
Vince, can you imagine running 160 miles an hour and all of a sudden your engine goes revving up, spinning those tires that fast?
Yeah, inside row 3 is Zane Smith. He's led 50 laps. Nobody else has even led double figures this afternoon. But Sheldon Creed leading us back to green with 57 to go. Moffitt trying to hang in there on the inside and nudges ahead.
Make note of that. Oh, we got a spinner.
We got one around. It's Derek Kraus. Corey Roper involved in that as well. Roper into the inside wall hard, and you see the damage to that 0-4 machine. So glad to see Ryan climb out right away, and Corey Roper gets part of that as well.
Watch this.
Right about in the same spot, I believe, as what Priest hit.
And I know there's safer barriers there, and we are so thankful for those safer barriers, but I can assure you it still hurts. It doesn't feel good when you hit that hard on the inside wall like that.
The first of those who just came and got 4 tires. Back green with this restart here at Kansas Speedway, and Brett Moffitt, who elected to stay out, challenged by Austin Hill for the top spot.
We got a spinner.
Oh, and it's Clay Greenfield and Johnny Sauter. Friesen is involved. Majeski, maybe even Natalie Decker there got tangled up in it. A big hit from Sauter, and there's Jinjo Cobb with the 44 of Decker. There's some of those trucks that just came to pit road.
And said didn't think it could get any worse, but unfortunately for Johnny, it did just get worse.
The first truck I saw go spinning was the 68, the blue truck on top of your screen, and yes, he got turned by Tanner Gray. Tanner probably just trying to give him a draft push down into the first turn. And
Johnny Sauter's truck was like a pinball. On board with Pastrana.
Ooh, Travis does a nice job, gets all the way over to the bottom, runs out the other side. Look at that.
So many instances, there's just nowhere to go.
Straight away there.
3 GMS trucks right there, the 26, the 21, and the 23.
There's the 4.
And the 24 is right behind them.
That'll make Maury go.
Oh, and their teammates are colliding.
Wow, what a shame. I was just going to say, team owner Maury Gallagher's got to be a little bit nervous when you got 4 of them running in a glob, and unfortunately, a couple of them got together.
Boy, 2 trucks with speed, and Moffitt and Ankrum, they have shown good speed, both of them today. Moffitt's led 10 laps, and he is now destroyed as Ankrum sits with heavy damage as well. And then here we are, 7 years later, and it's the 88 of Crafton and the 18 truck again.
Eckes was 12 then, so he was probably at home watching.
1 lap left. Matt Crafton, the 3-time series champion, trying to hold off the kid, Christian Eckes, who 2 weeks ago finished runner-up to Kyle Busch. Eckes trying to get that first career win. Is it going to be today, or is Crafton going to be able to hold him off? Eckes making one more attempt, diving to the bottom. Not going to get there, and Crafton is going to end the drought. Matt Crafton, for the first time in more than 3 years, is a winner.
Oh yeah, buddy. Proud of you, man. Proud of all you guys. Hell of a job.
Even though he won the championship last year, Matt Crafton, I can assure you, has heard all of those, ourselves included, talking about how he hasn't won in so long. And yeah, you love the championship, but never met a racer that didn't just care about winning races. And Crafton has finally gotten back to the top spot.
I'm so happy for Matt Crafton. They worked so hard. And Junior Joyner, Regan, talk about this. Matt said, I got to be tighter. I don't think Junior Joyner wanted to make Matt. I don't think he wanted to make Matt tighter, but Matt, he trusted his driver, and that combination, championship last year, now they're in victory lane this year.
And he's glad this race wasn't one lap longer because Christian Eckes was there and trying to get to that quarter panel right down to the last lap. He saw the emotion in Crafton as he's pumping his fist after he wins that race. I agree with Vince. This means the world to him right now. Just to be able to do these burnouts again and know that there's going to be a trophy waiting for him here in a second.
I'm sure everybody on that team will have a nice cold Shasta.
I thought when we heard that audio from the crew chief, Junior Joyner, maybe a little emotion in the voice of Joyner as well. There is not many more passionate about this sport than Junior Joyner. He and Matt Crafton have worked together a long time, and they're the best of friends, and their combination of crew chief and driver has been incredibly productive. Special day today.
Matt Crafton climbing out. Look at the smile on his face right now. Let you savor this one. Oh, he's going up. He's going to go get that checkered flag. He's had to wait a long time for this since he got his last one, guys. More than 3 years before getting the checkered flag that's in his hands right now. Thumbs up for everybody. Let's talk to him. Matt, you've done a lot of winning in your career, but how big, how different is this one?
Oh, it was very, very sweet. It's not a lot of give up in these guys, without a doubt. This Menard Ford F-150 was good, really good all day. It was good on that last run as well. The 18 had a little bit of speed. He was making me nervous right there, and I kept trying to take his line away from him, make it tight and loose. And at the end of the day, I can't thank these guys for working so hard each and every week on this thing.
What goes through your head in that final battle? Because you know he's coming, the 18's coming. You know there's so much history. You want that win. What's going through your head?
It's just, hit your marks. Just don't make a mistake. And we started getting tight across the center. And that's where he'd get in on me, enter to center. But I just wanted to drive it in there deeper. I drove it in too deep a couple times, slid the nose. When I'd slide the nose, he'd make up ground. I'm like, okay, you just got to slow down into the corner so you can beat him off the corner. But all in all, thank every one of these guys.
Did you need me to remind you, did you know it'd been 3 years since you won?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No more. The defending champion will now officially compete for the title again.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.